the decade before you arrived here at the 4A's, so much change has happened. What's your vision of how that change, how they adapted to the fast-changing world that we live in, and then a little bit about your vision for the upcoming years?
Sure. So if you think back a decade ago, it was right when the recession started. And I look at a huge, it's a decade ago.
Wow.
I look at that huge shift kind of pre-post recession. And I think if you go back and let's look at an agency-client relationship, sort of given. It was just expected. And that really shifted as business pressures came about, and you really had to shift over to earning that. There was a lot of pressure put on pricing. Procurement departments were introduced heavily around a decade ago, and so that started to shift the dynamics. And the overall business pressures that have happened, particularly in the past few years, and as a result of technology, have created pressure not just for agencies, but across the entire ecosystem. And so it really has shifted the conversation and what needs to happen. But I think technology has also done some wonderful things, which it's allowed small businesses to pop up anywhere. It's made it really easy to not focus in on geography, to not focus in on the breadth and the size, because you can tap into talent wherever it exists. And I think that's actually very good for the industry. And that's what we need to celebrate, is the unique things that, quite frankly, agencies do, and celebrate that. And advertising, I still kind of put that in quotes, because our members do so much more than just traditional advertising. It's truly the customer experience that is delivered and every touch point and exposure that you can have. And that's really special. And that's what we're trying to focus in on, is how do we really empower our members to deliver that insightful creativity that drives commerce? Because at the end of the day, it's still about business. How do we make sure that our members are really driving business on behalf of their clients? And then influencing culture. The best work not only shapes culture, but also mirrors it. And then how do we move the industry forward? How do we ensure that we are truly championing and advocating on behalf of agencies? And the narrative has not been quite positive, and it's been challenging. And we need to do more, and we, the 4A's, need to do more to champion and be more vocal and support agencies. I mean, there have been all sorts of issues that affect our members, from pricing to payment terms. Agencies are not banks, and it's incredibly disappointing to see companies treat them that way. It should be a partnership, and even if it's evolved to a vendor-client relationship, it's a transaction, and there still needs to be value for the creative work that is very unique, that is delivered.
Yeah, and the brands that are presenting these challenges are sometimes the people that you're working with day to day are so removed from that payment process that they're advocating for the agencies that are trying to help, but it's very complicated.
And when I say creative work, I'm talking the broad creativity that's happening across all different types of agencies, whether it's media, creative, PR, social. There's so many different types today.